Good morning, students. So, once again, I recall the points from non-profit organization. Okay, then what is meant by non-profit organization? Some of the organizations are established not for making profit, but for providing service to its society at a or specific group of people or at a public large. Their main motive to provide a service, not for making profit. Some of the institutions, some of the organizations are established like a school, college, educational institution, recreation club, charity, sports club, art club, cultural club. These are all some of the organizations are established for promotion and development of art, culture, education. These organizations are under the category of not for profit making organization. So I recall some features. Non-profit organization is functioning without making any profit. Second thing, their main aim is to provide service to its members or a specific group of people. Third thing, they do not undertake business or trading activities. They do not undertake any business or trading activities. Their main sources of income includes a subscription from members, donations, and government grant, aid, or like legacies. These are all sources of income for the not-for-profit organization. Then generally, whether it is a trading concern or non-trading concern, they prepare some accounts. For trading concern, trading account, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. Non-trading concern, they prepare receipts and payments account, income and expenditure account, and the balance sheet. First one, receipts and payments account. Receipts and payments accounts are real account in nature. It deals only cash receipt and cash payments alone. It has two sides. One is receipt side, another one credit side. Debit side recorded only receipt. Credit side recorded only payments. As per real account rule, what comes in to the business to be debit, what goes out from the business to be treated as a credit. Now the receipts and payments started with opening balance of cash in hand and opening balance of cash at bank, and it ends with closing balance of cash in hand and closing balance of cash at bank. See, what are the receipts are to be recorded in the receipt side? Receipts belongs to current year receipt or previous year receipt or subsequent year receipt. All receipts are recorded in the debit side. There is no distinction. Then receipts, whether it is capital receipt or revenue receipt, both receipts are recorded in the debit side of the receipts and payments account. Then what are the items to be recorded in the payment side? Payment side, we are going to record capital expenditure or capital payment, revenue expenditure or revenue payment. These revenue expenditure or capital expenditure belongs to previous year or current year or subsequent year. Only two more items are not appear in the receipts and payments account. One is depreciation, another one is outstanding income or outstanding expenses. These are all non-cash item. See, only cash receipt and cash payment alone to be recorded in the receipts and payments account. Then we are going to discuss illustration number 1. See page number 43. Illustration number 1. From the following particulars of Tamil Educational Society, prepare receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March. See particulars: opening cash balance, rent paid, scholarship given, entrance fees received, building purchased, staff salary and subscription received. These are all information. With these information, what are the items to be appear in the receipt side? What are the items to be appear in the payment side? First, we identify which one is capital receipt, which one is revenue receipt, which one is capital payment, which one is revenue payment. See, capital receipt as well as revenue receipt are appear in the receipt side. Then capital payment as well as revenue payments are appear in the payment side. See, the receipts and payments account started with the opening balance of cash in hand. So two balance brought down 18,000. Rent paid. Rent paid is a payment. It should be appear on the payment side, 6,000. Scholarship given. Scholarship given also payment. It should be appear on the payment side. Entrance fees received. It should be treated as a receipt. So it should be appear on the receipt side. Building purchased. Payment. Capital expenditure. It should be appear on the payment side. Then staff salary. Revenue expenditure to be appear on the payment side. Subscription received. Revenue receipt. It should be appear on the receipt side. Then we are going to put the total. Before put the total, just we check the total which side is the highest amount. See, debit side, credit side. So debit side is the highest amount. First we put the total on debit side. The same total also to be appear on the credit side. Okay, then the difference between debit side and the credit side, 15,300 to be treated as a cash in hand at the end of the accounting period. Okay, this is the answer. Are you clear? Then illustration number 2. From the following particulars of Trichy Educational Society, prepare receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st December 2018. Opening cash balance on 1st January 2018, 20,000. Investment made. That is investment made means investment purchase. Investment purchase. Capital expenditure. Honorarium paid. Revenue expenditure. Donation received. Capital. Revenue received. Audit fees paid. Revenue expenditure. Payment side. Locker rent received. Receipt side. Revenue receipt. Sale of furniture. Capital receipt. Receipt side. General expense payment side. Postage payment side. Subscription received. Receipt. So revenue receipt, it should be appear at the receipt side. See the answer. The problem started with opening balance of cash in hand 20,000. See, second thing, investment made. Investment made, that is investment purchase. Capital expenditure, it should be appear on the payment side. Second thing, honorarium paid. Honorarium also revenue expenditure. It should be appear on the payment side. Then third one, donation received. Revenue receipt. It should be appear on the receipt side. Then audit fees paid. Payment. Revenue payment. It should be appear on the payment side. Then locker rent received. Revenue receipt. It should be appear on the receipt side. Then sale of furniture. Capital receipt. It should be appear on the receipt side. Subscription. Revenue receipt. It should be appear on the receipt side. Then general expense. Revenue expenditure. It should be appear on the payment side. Postage. Revenue expenditure. It should be appear on the payment side. Then we are going to check the total. Which side is the highest amount? Debit side is the highest amount. First we put the total on debit side. Then we are going to put the same total on opposite side. 1,27,000. The difference between total and credit side 34,000 to be treated as a balance at the end. That is cash in hand at the end of the accounting period. I think you understand. Then illustration number 3. From the following particulars of Chennai Sports Club, prepare receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2018. See, in this problem, opening balance of cash in hand and opening balance of cash at bank. Then interest paid, revenue expenditure. telephone expense, revenue expenditure, upkeep of ground, revenue expenditure, life membership fees received, capital receipt, bat and ball purchased, revenue expenditure, subscription received, 16, 17, 4,000, 17, 18, 65,000, 18, 19, 5,000, total 74,500, revenue receipt, tournament expense, revenue expenditure, tournament fund receipt, capital receipt, closing cash balance. Now we are going to find out the closing bank balance, because opening cash, closing cash, then opening bank balance. Now we are going to find out the closing bank balance. See the answer in the books of Chennai Sports Club. Receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2018. The problem started with opening balance of cash in hand, opening balance of cash at bank 25,000. Then interest paid, revenue expenditure, payment side, telephone charge, revenue expenditure, payment side, upkeep of ground, revenue expenditure, payment side, life membership fees received, capital receipt, receipt side. Then bat and ball purchased, revenue expenditure, payment side, subscription received, total 74,500, revenue receipt, receipt side. Then tournament expense, revenue expenditure, payment side, tournament fund receipt, debit side, 15,000. Okay, then closing cash balance to be appear inner column. Then we are going to put the total. Debit side is the highest total. The same total also appear on the credit side. The difference 55,000. Closing cash balance 5,000. Closing bank balance is the balancing figure 55,000. Total 60,000 outer column. I think you understand. Then illustration number 4. From the following particulars of Poompuhar Literary Association, prepare receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2019. See the opening balance of cash in hand 5,000. Bank overdraft. That is, bank overdraft is unfavorable. So it should be appear on the payment side. Bank balance is a favorable balance. It should be appear on the debit side. Bank overdraft. That is, overdraft means we withdraw money from bank over and above the account. It is a liability. So it should be appear on the credit side of receipts and payments account, like payments account. Then printing and stationery, revenue expenditure, payment side. Interest paid, revenue expenditure, payment side. Sale of investment, capital receipt, receipt side. Purchase of refreshment, revenue expenditure, payment side. Outstanding salary. See, outstanding salary is not a cash item. See, already I said 2 more items are not appear in the income and receipts and payments account. One is depreciation, another one is outstanding income or outstanding expenses. Outstanding salary means a portion of salary still not paid during the accounting period. So it should not come under whether it is receipt side or payment side, because it is still not paid. Payment alone appear on the payment side. Outstanding salary, it should be omitted to be recorded. Then endowment fund receipt, capital receipt, receipt side. Lighting charge, payment, revenue expenditure. Then subscription received, receipt side. Repairs and renewals, payment side. Conveyance, payment side. Books purchased, capital expenditure, payment side. Insurance premium, revenue expenditure, payment side. Sundry receipt, revenue receipt, receipt side. Government grant received, capital receipt, receipt side. Sale of refreshment, revenue receipt, receipt side. Depreciation on building. See, one is outstanding salary, another one is depreciation. These two items to be considered as a non-cash item. These two items are not come under receipts and payments account. These two items are simply omitted to be recorded. Simply ignored. Then cash at bank, closing balance 2000. So with this information, only two more items are not appear in the receipts and payments account. Other item are appear in the receipts and payments account. The problem started with opening balance 5000. Bank overdraft, credit balance 4000, credit side, payment side. Printing and stationery, payment side. Interest paid, payment side. Sale of investment, receipt side. Purchase of refreshment, payment side. Outstanding salary, ignored. Endowment fund receipt, receipt side. Lighting charge, payment side. Subscription received, receipt side. Repairs and renewals, payment side. Conveyance paid, payment side. Books purchased, payment side, that is capital expenditure. Insurance premium paid, payment side, revenue expenditure. Sundry receipt, receipt side. Government grant received, capital receipt, receipt side. Sale of refreshment, revenue receipt, receipt side. Depreciation on building to be ignored. Then closing balance of cash in hand also appear in the credit side. Then we check the total, which side is the highest amount, debit side 36,250. The same 36,250 also appear in the payment side. The difference 3,400 as cash in hand at the end of the accounting period is a balancing figure. See note, an outstanding salary and depreciation are non-cash item. Both are to be excluded in receipts and payments account. Then illustration number 5. From the following particulars of Vellore Recreation Club, prepare receipts and payments account for the year end. See the opening balance of cash in hand, opening balance of cash at bank. Furniture purchased, capital expenditure, payment side. Sports equipment purchased, capital expenditure, payment side. Donation received, capital receipt, receipt side. Sale of old tennis ball, revenue receipt, receipt side. Newspaper bought, revenue expenditure, payment side. Traveling expense, revenue expenditure, payment side. Receipt from entertainment, revenue receipt, receipt side. Admission fees received, revenue receipt, receipt side. Municipal taxes, revenue expenditure, payment side. Expenses of charity show, revenue expenditure, payment side. Billiards table purchased, capital expenditure, payment side. Construction of tennis court, new tennis court, capital expenditure, payment side. Receipt from charity show, capital receipt, receipt side. Closing balance of cash in hand to be appear on the payment side at the end. Then we are going to find out the difference. See, in the books of Vellore Recreation Club, receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2017. It started with opening balance of cash in hand, opening balance of cash at bank. See, these two items will appear on the receipt side. Then furniture purchased, capital expenditure, payment side. Sports equipment purchased, capital expenditure, payment side. Donation received for pavilion, capital receipt, receipt side. Sale of old tennis ball, revenue receipt, receipt side. Newspaper bought, revenue expenditure, payment side. Traveling expense, revenue expenditure, payment side. Receipt from entertainment, revenue receipt, receipt side. Admission fees received, revenue receipt, receipt side. Municipal taxes, revenue expenditure, payment side. Expenses of charity show, revenue expenditure, payment side. Billiards table purchased, capital expenditure, payment side. Construction of new tennis court, like capital expenditure, payment side. The closing receipt from charity show, revenue receipt, receipt side. Then closing balance of cash in hand to be appear on the credit side. then we are going to check the total. In this problem, credit side is the heavier than debit side. So first we put the total on credit side 92,000. The same total also appear in the debit side. The difference 44,000 to be treated as a balance at the end of the accounting period. That is unfavorable balance. That is bank overdraft. So these are all some of the illustration we discussed. Now I request the students once again you go through the above illustration, then we are going to discuss on next class from exercise. So don't forget, every students are requested to go through the format as well as illustration problem, otherwise it is not easy to solve the exercise problem. So every students, once again I repeat, every students are go through the illustration as well as format, because it is very useful, it is very helpful to solve the exercise problem. Today class is over. Thank you. We will see tomorrow.